this theater is a community theater. Like, it's for the community, and I've never really seen anyone come here and get turned away. Like, you can't present, with an artist come with a fully realized idea, and then they have a space to do it.
Definitely a home for artists. A place where, again, if you're just starting off, you definitely have a big opportunity to, work through your craft and work through your work and get critical feedback and guidance and mentorship.
Came back to Pittsburgh looking for the type of venue that would be appropriate for the scale and type of experimental work that I was doing. And Kelly Strayhorn was the place that was really ideal on multiple levels. Their location, type of programming they did, all of it just clicked.
I love working with the Kelly Strayhorn Theater because they're so welcoming and loving. The spaces are beautiful, so any artist looking to perform their work in an aesthetically beautiful space will find the Alloy Studios and the theater just absolutely beautiful. But more than that, I found that the staff and the leadership were always very welcoming and open and almost like, and treat you almost like family.
It's, variety ethnically, age-wise, demographic-wise. It's also the best integrated ethnic mix of audience and performers that I have experienced anywhere.
I love what KST does. I love the sense of community that they have, and the fact that they just make it so accessible and so easy. And you can come here and you can walk into a situation where you are with the finest artists in the world.
The Kelly Strayhorn Theater, and actually the Alloy along with it, serve as a hub for community and for the arts community in particular. It's a place where if you have an idea, you can just walk in or call someone and say, hey, I was thinking about doing this thing, and if it involves any kind of art or activism, you'll probably get some sort of answer in the positive, and then you'll also get some assistance in making that thing happen. So that's huge. I've lived in many different cities, and I've never had that kind of support from a theater or even a dance studio or any other arts organization.
The Kelly Strayhorn Theater means so many different things to so many different people. I think that's what makes it so special. So that the fact that this building these two buildings, right, can be a place where there are improv classes all the way to some of the most exciting contemporary dance happening to like the best place to trick or treat, and then a really important place to have rigorous community conversations as like Black artists' work is taken down from our neighborhood.
A place to elevate your work, a platform to display it. I think it allows marginalized artists to be able to express themselves and talk about their lived experience.
I think that the theater and the Alloy Studios, it means everything because it's affordable rental space. We have opportunities, they provide opportunities for us to use the theater as an umbrella for funding and be able to produce our works, and they provide us with residencies. I mean, I can't think of really too many places that really open their organization up the way KST does.
I think for the East Liberty community in particular, the Kelly Strayhorn Theater provides some balance, and I think just a stronghold for not just where this community is headed, but also where it comes from. And I think it's important to remember those people and individuals who really created the ground that we walk on in East Liberty, that created the culture and the history.
I think the importance of this theater to the community is that it advocates for marginalized communities. It advocates for unapologetic art and artistic resistance. And it's a pillar in the community. It gives back. It allows space for, all types of creatives to have an outlet and a platform to display their work.
It's just, it reflects the great stew of America in a truly representative and community building way.
Well, Kelly Strayhorn is a really important part of this community. I think that their programming with the communities specifically in this region has been breakthrough. I think that they are a very good example of what it means to bring people from the neighborhood in. And personally, I look at Kelly Strayhorn's relationship to the East Liberty area and the entire east end of the city, whether it's Friendship, Garfield, Highland Park, East Liberty, Shady Side, that what it brings is something really important in this time, in this very critical time, and basically in America.
Just the fact that theater in a rehearsal, dance space, art space is so active in the community as activists is really moving to me. So it's not just about the art, it's not just about the work that individuals are doing, it's about how do we come together as a community. So I think it's just a general kind of, good feeling about the Kelly Strayhorn in that way.
Just for the people who live in this area, just to have a place that really wants to keep the culture and the art vibrant and keep it relevant, and not just, doing whatever they feel is best for the community, but really getting feedback from the community.
So in so many ways, I think that's what makes the Kelly Strayhorn so special, is that it adjusts and reacts and creates community in the ways that are necessary and needed in that moment. And I think it's never trying to be just one thing.
This kind of place, the access that you have to this space is really important, and it's not common. And I think that's like something I would really want to stress, is that it is uncommon in other parts, like especially cities like New York, or to have access to a theater or the Alloy to kind of workshop your ideas, to present your ideas to the public. That doesn't happen everywhere. And I think that we should really value the Kelly Strayhorn Theater for that.
When I think ahead to our future, the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, I think about what are the ways that we can continue to be better at what we do. 10 years ago when I started here, there was a question as to whether the theater would last 1 or 2 more years. The fact that we're here now, I think, speaks to a whole lot of commitment on the part of artists, the staff, the board, funders, people in the neighborhood, audiences. My hope for the future is that we've planted seeds that are deeply rooted, that become almost, or actually become immovable. That as neighborhoods change, which they tend to do, the roots of a commitment to art and a commitment to diversity and a commitment to understanding and a commitment to creativity, I hope that we're planting seeds that those roots they'll be long-standing. We're making an institution, one that can endure and continue to feed hope and inspiration for generations to